Fuck.
Mind if I join you? It's a nice night tonight. I used to come to this park a lot when I was a kid. I'm surprised it's still here.
It's nice.
Sorry if I intruded on you. If you'd like, I could leave.
No, it's okay. Is it similar to how it was when you were growing up?
Sort of. There's a lot more coffee shops now, though.
10 points to gentrification.
Yeah. You from the area?
I grew up in the city, not this neighborhood, though.
Are you liking it?
It's nice. It's expensive. But I could say that for the majority of New York these days.
Yeah. My name's Tony, by the way.
Nikki.
Mind if I ask what you're doing out tonight, Nikki?
Rough day. Thought I'd clear my head.
Things haven't been too great these days, have they?
What do you do for work?
I'm a financial advisor down on Wall Street.
That sounds important.
Guess it can be.
What does a financial advisor do?
We look out for people. Make sure they're making sound decisions with their money.
That sounds fulfilling.
In some ways it is. Most times it's just a hassle trying to get people to see the bigger picture.
How so?
Well, I've got about 20 years or so in this field. I've seen millionaires reduced to nothing with one wrong decision, and millionaires made with another. I use all of these instances to improve the advice and methods I offer. And people still make the same mistakes people made 20 years ago.
Sounds like it's their issue, not yours.
You want to think about it logically, yes.
Well, is it like sales? Do you only get paid if you give them advice and they take it and get a positive result?
No?
Well, that sounds like a win-win to me.
How so?
Well, okay, so regardless of whether or not they take your advice, you still get paid. You know, you did your job, and just because they don't follow through on their end, it doesn't mean that you have to face the repercussions of it. You're guilt-free.
On the surface level, yes. But in many ways, it's an intimate ordeal. You get to know these people. Personalities, their hobbies, favorite patterns on their ties. You begin to care about them like they're your friend. But the moment things go south, they look at you like you ruined their lives. In some ways you did. Have a hand in it, at least.
Like a reverse Sour Patch Kid. First they're sweet, then they're sour. I deal with it all day at work.
What do you do?
I bartend at a restaurant in the West Village. Have to deal with all those prick finance bros coming in for their after-work drink, no offense.
None taken. You like it there?
It's all right. I can afford this sandwich with it, but not much else.
Why not quit if it's unfulfilling?
My landlord just increased my rent.
Amen to that.
And finally, my coworker had to chime in and be like, no. And she's getting so angry. And she's like, well, why not? Why won't you let me in? And he just looks at his watch and he's like, because now we're 8 minutes from closing.
Ah, Jesus Christ. That sounds exhausting.
Yeah, no shit.
You shouldn't put up with it.
Don't really have a choice.
You could quit.
On whose dime? Yeah, I've got rent and bills and responsibilities. Can't just up and leave because I don't like something.
Money comes and goes.
Yeah, I have no money. Okay, look, it's easy for you to throw out these wild cards and these fantasy scenarios when you don't have to check your bank account every time you have to go to the grocery store. I mean, no offense, but you feeling unfulfilled in your high-paying finance job is not the same as someone barely making it. Sorry, that was not necessary.
No, you're right. We're both adults. You can say it just as much as I can admit it. We live very different lives.
You don't deserve to feel unfulfilled in your work either.
Yeah. Good thing I quit. Gave my 2 weeks. Today's my last day, actually.
May I ask why?
Well, I told them I got another job offer somewhere else. That it was non-negotiable. And that I already accepted. But I get these headaches often. First I chalked it off to eye strain. Too much time on the computer, a long day, that sort of thing. Then it got worse and worse. Finally, I couldn't take it anymore. I went to the doctors and, well, that was 2 weeks ago. Turns out it was a tumor. Stage 4, non-treatable, terminal. Figured if this was it, I wasn't gonna go out unfulfilled.
I'm sorry.
This is the first time I said it out loud. You're the first person I told. Sorry to put that on you.
Don't be.
What do you want to do? Like, actually do for a living. If money wasn't important, rent wasn't a thing, who would Nikki be?
I don't know. I like plants.
So you want to be a botanist?
I don't know. When I was little, my parents used to take me to the botanical garden out in Brooklyn, and I loved it there. It was so green and quiet, and oh, it smelled so good.
Okay, so do it.
Do what?
Work with plants.
Where?
You just said you like the botany garden. Go work there.
No.
Why not? You think when I was a kid I went around telling people I wanted to be in finance? Fuck no.
Well, what did you want to be?
I wanted to run a hot dog stand. I'm being serious. I wanted to be posted up there in Columbus Circle, right next to the park. Take my breaks in the shade on the grass.
Wow, you had this all planned out.
I did. I really did.
Well, I don't think it takes that long to get a hot dog stand up and running.
I don't know that I'd agree with that.
Yeah, well, sure, if you go about it legally, maybe
Well-
it would take a while.
Maybe I'll just throw a barbecue instead. Well, I should catch a train before the late night hours start. Thank you. Quit your job.